Hi everyone, it's Gail. I am back with some mixed media May, or as some said, mayhem. That's happening too. Today we are going to do my grandson Bucky's canvas. I have done a canvas for all my grandchildren, and today we're going to work on Bucky's. We're going to get this thing done before that kid's a year old. But first, I want to say hi and hugs to Brenda, and I want to say hi to her husband, Eric. Thank you, Eric, for watching with Brenda. It makes her so happy. And also Eileen and Connie. Thanks so much for watching, all of you, and for your nice comments. Okay, so I've already prepared the canvas like years ago. Years ago I did. So what this is baby wipes that I use to mop up sprays. The other day when we were spraying our papers and these tags, I said be sure and keep your baby wipes, and you can dry them out, and then they become kind of a cool textured background. I really love this. So my plan is we're going to use this. I think I may go around the edges and kind of frame it out a little bit. We'll see. I'm going to emboss this, and we're going to put this little bunny napkin on this sheet music, and that's going to go kind of in the corner. And then Cherish the Little Things is going to go at the top. I got this in Happy Mail, so thank you to whoever sent that. So that's my plan. I don't know. Again, it's play, so we'll see what happens. You know what I need to grab is a tray so I don't warp my board. All my peeps have been warning me about that. So let me grab that. I'll grab that. This is my tray I put on my lap to when I'm doing things and watching TV, which I don't do anymore now that we have Jimmy Joe. So rarely do I anyway. Okay, so I'm going to set aside the canvas for a second because we're going to work on this piece. So yeah, and if we get this done before our hour is up, we'll just do something else. Maybe I should turn this around so the picture's not upside down. Not that you can see it with all the goobers on here, but okay. Oh, and I didn't get my heat gun. There's so much to prepare for these. You know, it's like I've got all of my journal stuff is right at hand, but my mixed media stuff, not so much. I've been putting it away, you know. So I'm going to need that. Okay. I think we're ready. Who knows? So what I was thinking is I have 3 different colors of green. I was thinking about doing kind of different colors here, there, and everywhere. And then I think I'm going to do there's a couple of flowers. There's only 3, but I'm thinking I might do those. I think I'll do those in blue. So this I don't know what brand or anything. It came in one of those, you know, how you can get the supply kits, the monthly kits. I was doing that for a while, and that's what that is. So I think I'm going to do the flowers first. That's going to be my plan anyway. I don't know. I had nice people giving me all sorts of embossing advice. I know I'm not the best at it, but you know, I get the job done. Okay. And then I will just do this flower too. Okay. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Go here. Now I kind of want to try and keep this right on the flowers, but we'll see how it goes. Bucky's not going to care, right? Okay. Right there. Okay, so there's going to be a little bit of time when the heat gun's going, and so feel free to turn down your sound or skip ahead as I'm drying. Because those of you who've been with me a long time know I do not edit. I do not want to sit at the computer. I just want to craft. Okay, here we go. Okay, that's super pretty. Okay, that's okay. Yeah, and then, so then I think I'm just gonna go with one color and kind of dab that. I think I want the darker green on the stems and the other greens on leaves. So let's start with the light green. How about? Okay, that's a little one, so that would be a light green, I think. I don't know, maybe it's better to just go this way. Yep, I think so. Okay, I think I'll do this one and this one in green, the light green. Maybe we'll do this one in the light green. Do those two just because they're right beside each other. That makes it easy. The little ones, light green, I think. To be honest with you, doing this part is what has been holding me back from doing this project. Because I was like, I think I have in my head what I want, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to do it. And we'll just see. We'll see how it turns out. Like I say, Bucky's not going to care. Sweet baby, he's, gosh, what is he? Like 10 months old or something? No, not that much. Close to it. Maybe 9 months. And he's so cute. He's just standing up on things, and they're going to be moving apartments, and so Mary got this. It's kind of like a little play yard. It's plastic. It's like a fence kind of. And so she's got that in the house, and she said, I never felt like I needed this with the other two, but this guy, I really feel like I needed it. So he's a go-getter. He had a rough start, but he's a go-getter now. And then that one, that one. All right. I think I got all the ones that I wanted. So let's put this back in. Yeah, I know I could probably heat this all at one time, but it makes more sense to my brain to do each color and get it on there solidly before I do another color. I don't know. But like I say, not a tutorial. I'm just doing my thing and you're hanging out with me. So after I dry this, I have a Jimmy Joe story for you. Excuse me, I'm getting embossing powder up my nose, down my throat, everywhere. Okay, heat gun coming. Okay, let's do the medium green on the leaves. Oh, that's much better on my mat, guys. Thanks for saying, Gail, you're going to ruin your mat. This one. This one. Oh, Jimmy Joe's story. So today I am, I don't know, wiping my hands on a towel or something, and I look out the window to see what he's doing, and I am like, I screeched. I'm like, Mike, Jimmy Joe has an animal. So silly boy. He got himself a squirrel. Mike says, Jimmy Joe's first kill. Oh. And so anyway, I think it was the squirrel that ate my lawn furniture. I was telling you the other day that the squirrel ate our lawn furniture through the winter. I think it was the one, because Mike's pretty sure he trapped it behind the couch, the outdoor couch. Oh, what am I doing? I'm talking. That's what I'm doing. Oops. So anywho, so I'm screaming my bloody head off. I'm out there going, Jimmy, drop it, Jimmy. And Mike says, I got to get my gloves. I'll get it. And the squirrel is dead. It's dead. But so I'm saying, Jimmy, drop it. And here he comes running towards me. I am like freaking out, screaming. I'm surprised the neighbors didn't call the police. So anyway, finally Jimmy dropped it and then came up to me. And so I grabbed him and held him. And Mike comes out with his gloves and he's already, and he's like, oh, I need to get a picture so I can send it to the kids and show them Jimmy's first kill. I'm like, oh my gosh. So I'm like, well, hurry up. because me holding Jimmy doesn't work so well anymore. He's a big old boy and I can't hardly hold him. And so anyway, Mike finally got his picture, and then he trotted Mr. Dead Squirrel off to the trash. Oh my gosh, I was so grossed out. And I'm like, Jimmy, you are not kissing me the whole rest of the day. Do not get that mouth near me. So when we let him in, I said, I'm going to get him a big old, don't let him in. I'm going to get him a big old thing of water so he can get rid of the squirrel in his mouth. Oh my Lord. Oh, here we go again. So then, excuse me for a second, guys. I got to wipe up what I messed up there. So then, after lunch, we're on our walk that we always take, the three of us, Mike and Jimmy and I. So we're on our walk, and Mike says, we were talking about it all, And Mike says, well, at least it wasn't a bunny. I'm like, oh my gosh. Mike said, you would have disowned poor Jimmy Joe if it would have been a bunny. Maybe. I might have, so he better not push his luck. Oh. Because, we have baby bunnies in our yard from time to time. I don't know that we do right now because of Jimmy Joe, but look at all that distress ink I'm getting off. I think this tray was due for a little cleanup anyways. Oh my goodness. So anyway, I had quite the morning, screeching and howling and jumping around, and like I say, I'm surprised the neighbors didn't call the cops. What is wrong with that woman? She's having a total conniption. Oh, I was though. That was so gross to me. He was just all slimy and limp and ew. It's gross, Jimmy. Oh, what a goof. I think he was just so proud. Look what I did, Mom. I'll just bring this right up to you. No, get away from me with that thing. Oh, so at night, while we're watching the news, I pet Jimmy Joe. Like I get down on the floor. We don't let him on the couch because he's just too big and our couches are new. So anyway, I get down on the floor and it's petting time, I call it. And not that I don't pet him all day, because I do, but you know, yeah. So anyway, I said tonight, do not lick me at petting time, because he gets on my lap and he puts his arms around my neck, and then he like licks my face, licks my ears, you know, he just goes for it. And it's like, not tonight, buddy. Not with squirrel breath. Oh, man, Jimmy Joe. Gave your mom heart palpitations. I told Mike, you know, trying to control him. Make him go where I want him to go and stuff is getting harder and harder because he's so big. And I said to Mike, I don't know. It's either really good exercise or I'm going to end up with a heart attack or something. Okay. We're getting there. I knew this was going to be a bit time consuming, but it's part of making the canvas, so I wanted to do it all on air except for Mod Podging down the baby wipes. And I should say I just put Mod Podge under and over. That's all I did. Okay. Yeah, so anyway, it was quite the morning. Quite the morning. I was just like, oh my gosh. Oh, if he would have brought that in the house, oh my gosh. Or if it was Bunny. Could have been much worse than it was. Let's just say that. Oh boy, Jimmy Joe. And Mike's like a proud dad taking his boy to Hunter's safety or something. Oh, I was just like, oh my gosh. No, thank you to the dead squirrels. However, if that was the one that destroyed my couch, I appreciate you having my back, Jimmy Joe. Oh my gosh. Crazy dog. Okay, we're going to have the heating tool again for just a second. Boy, oh boy, this is going to be fun to glue down, isn't it? Oh gosh. Okay. Okay, so we're done with all these things, so I'm going to get them out of my way. How's that? Okay. You guys out of my way. Oh, I feel like I have done a lot of, oh, you know, I think I might. Let me decide which way this goes again. I'm going to go that way. Go like that. Yeah. Right? Yeah. That's right. Okay. So I think I'm going to glue it on this tray, because otherwise I'll get glue all over my mat, and you know I don't want to do that either. Yeah, so anyway, my husband sent a text to all 8 of our kids, you know, our kids and their spouses, and they sent back the best gifts, you know. Can't get that. There we go. I used this a bunch yesterday, so it's all goobered up as usual. Okay, ready, set, go. This is just going to be a matter of going over every surface. Yeah, so anyways, lots of excitement at the Augustinellis this morning. My husband had a restless night, so I didn't get a very good night's sleep. So I said to my husband, I'm going to go down and do my video before I am too sleepy to do it. I mean, I feel a little bit like there's a time crunch to doing this, because I don't want it to dry where I first started, you know? So I'm trying to hurry. But I also want it to stick well, you know? Yeah, so anyway, Mary has this awesome little play gate thing for Bucky, and he can just be in there, and Mary can be packing for their move and stuff. They're going to a bigger place, so I'm excited for them. A little bigger spot with 3 kiddos. Then I'll have to tell you how this goes. Let's see. I'm filming this on a Friday. So Saturday, my other daughter that lives in Denver, she organized a family game night somehow on Zoom and on apps on our phones. And so we're going to do that Saturday night. So that'll be fun. Gosh, I miss them all so much. Ugh. I was texting one of my friends, and I said, it's just, I get tearful a lot because I just miss them. But not unlike anyone else in the country at this point, I guess, right? So anyway, it'll be super fun to do a family game night thing. I think. Who knows? It's going to be on technology, so who knows how it'll go, right? Okay, that's all good. Let's pop this baby on here right quick. Okay, well, I'm going to have a couple of the leaves flop over, which is great. That just is nice. Okay. So I think I can get rid of my tray now. Well, I actually might use it when I Mod Podge my bunny too. either. I do feel like you go through a whole lot more baby wipes doing mixed media stuff than you do with journal making. That feels like that's going to stick pretty well. So good. We'll just leave that to dry. Meanwhile, set that aside. Meanwhile, get this back. I need to put this somewhere safe, like right there. Okay, so how exactly do I know I want to put it on this music, but I think I'm going to tear around the bunny a little bit. Oh, it got quiet, didn't I? Well, I mean, once you've shared the Jimmy Joe's squirrel story, really, it only goes downhill from there. Oh, Jimmy. He does make us laugh. I want to tear this, and I think I'll do it before Mod Podging. This is really old music, and it's super crumbly. I don't want that to come off. I'm having trouble getting my thumb and finger there so I could tear somewhat straight. Okay, that's good. And then we'll tear it off the bottom too. Oh, yeah, super crumbly. Okay, so now, Mr. Bunny, I think I'd like to tear between your ears a little bit. So there was a little bunny across the street. I looked out the window when I was getting ready, and I think I'll just put him kind of like that. Okay. And he was hightailing it. He was hightailing it away because one of the neighbors, I don't know whose it is, but there was a cat on the prowl. About as bad as Jimmy Joe being on the prowl. So I'm down to the bottom of my Mod Podge, so it's a little iffy. But get it on here, and I thought, well, I could grab more if we need more, right? But I think there's going to be plenty. Okay. Oh, Mr. Bunny. Right like that. Gonna be Bucky's bunny. Making sure he's good and down, but I'm also wanting him to be coated so that he's not fragile once we get him on the canvas. Hello, Words, Gail. Words. Okay. Hello, cute bunny. Okay, so we did that. Now, maybe while that's drying, we'll switch them out here and put this back in frame. Then what I was kind of thinking of doing is I was thinking of getting a little of this copper on my finger and going around the edges. Ugh, it'll open. There we go. Yep. So I think I just kind of want to rub. This is copper metallic. And I just kind of want to rub it to frame it out. Oh, this is awesome. It's got such good texture. Because of the baby wipes. We'll see how it's going to be putting the bunny on though. I think I'll go down the sides too once I do this part. Gosh, I'm having a warm moment. It's actually pretty cool down here. I had worn a sweater down, but had to take it off, and right now I'm real toasty. Real toasty. Thick and thin in some places. It's all good. So each of my kids, my grandkids, as I said, have one of these. So on the stairs that come down to my craft room, I have 8x10 baby pictures of all of them. And then their own canvas is beside their baby picture. And so someday, when Nana's not here anymore, they can take their picture and have a little piece of Nana with them. Okay. So now what I want to do is do the edges. So I don't know. Just a little bit. Not too much. Just a little here and there where, just to come down this way a little bit and then do the corners. Yeah, so this is a super quick way to create a background with your painty baby wipes. Hello. Don't you love it when as my husband said, when I stroke out like that? Oh. Yeah, so other than playing games on Saturday night, we have nothing on tap for the weekend at all, which is pretty normal these days. Okay, so we did that, so that's good. I want to just places where it's got. I'll come back in once we get everything on it and add a little more maybe. Okay, so I don't know how dry Bunny is, but we shall see. Okay, Mr. Bunny, now what I kind of want to do is tear around him a little bit. Better to do when he's dry, but too impatient. Okay, so that'll be good collage fodder there. Okay, little Mr. Bunny, how are you gonna fit in here? Oh, look, you can go right under that leaf. Maybe, can you go under that leaf? Nope, that one's really down. Okay. So I think I'll do that, but I do think I'm going to just go around the music lightly with the old Distress ink. Now I think what I am going to use is just the art glitter glue to put this down, because I just don't know if anything else will hold it. Okay, so, oh goodness, I forgot to put my pin back in. Where is it? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I had it on here. There it is. Just fell off. Okay. Okay. Crisis averted. We're good. We're good. Never mind, it's a little gloppy because I didn't put the lid on it. Okay, we will this time. There we go, there's the pin. Okay, Miss Bunny, come here. Like the idea of you under that leaf a little bit. He's gonna stick. I might have to Mod Podge over the top of him, I think. No, he's sticking. Just have to give him a minute, gal. Oh, I think I'm gonna have to Mod Podge. Okay, that's no biggie. We can do that. I didn't put it away. It's still right here. So what do I do, you say, if Bucky's canvas doesn't turn out? I start over and do something different. That's all. That's all. Another coat won't hurt him, I don't think. down, little buddy. Mostly worried about the edges. It's such a textural surface, though. It doesn't surprise me. It doesn't want to go down into all the cracks and crevices. Okay, I think it's okay in the middle. Okay. So then my thought was to use this, right? Just put it kind of right there. I might cut it in two. Put that there. Yeah, like that. Something like that. Okay, we're gonna do this. We may do more too, but for sure I'm gonna do this. Maybe I should use Fabri-Tac on this. Might be good. Okay. I think I will use Fabri-Tac. It might work better. And it might not. We don't know. We don't know. It's all just an experiment. Let's see. Just going to put it a little at an angle. Might have to hold it for a second. The pluses and minuses to a textural surface, right? Of course, the "the's" right over a wrinkle, when you know. Okay. This is so fun because this has been sort of an unfinished project that I've had sitting on my project boxes ever since Bucky was born almost. So I'm very happy to be getting her done. Okay. Now I think what I'm going to do, while that is drying, there's a couple of different spots. I'm just going to kind of rub over the texture just to bring it out even more and make it look a little distressy. see. Okay. I don't know how I feel about it. I tell you what I think it needs. I'll be right back. Talk amongst yourselves. Just grabbing my bucket of markers here. Just see which one works, if any of them work. I think this one works. Okay, I'm just gonna go kind of around this. It's not really gonna do it. Maybe this pen will do it. It's not very happy either. Let's see. Try this one. Although this one's inking all over my fingers these days. Okay. That's gonna work. I am feeling like I'd like something more on those leaves. I'm not sure what. Yeah. They just needed a little more depth. Okay, that makes me much happier with those. Okay, I think Bucky's little thing is done. I think, she says, and then she tries to do something else. You know me, I can't do too bright. Okay, I'm gonna quit fussing. I think that's it. I think that's Bucky's canvas. Oh, look, and we're just at about an hour. Oh my gosh, isn't that so silly? Like, I've had this to do forever and it took less than an hour. I don't know what to say about that. Okay, what else? Anything? Did I have anything to show you? No, because I didn't get anything done. So I think we'll just call that, well, I'm thinking about these tags and I'm thinking about, do I want to rub some paint on those? I don't know what I want to do with them yet, so I'm going to leave them. Okay, that's going to be it. But thank you so much for joining me for another Mixed Media May. And now Bucky can join the other kids on the wall. So thanks everybody so much for watching, and we'll just see you in the next video. Have a grateful day. Bye everyone.